Hey guys, it's BEC Plumbing. I know many of y'all guys have probably been waiting for this. This is actual tests on my flushometer setup for this Kohler Kingston water guard. Now, long story short, I've actually had this pressure tank since 2017. I thought it stopped holding air and wasn't pressurized. Apparently, I was wrong. What was happening is the pressure tank wasn't able to pressurize because there was something wrong with the flushometer, and thus I think it got stuck and it was flowing too much. Something was happening. I don't know what it was, but I put a new diaphragm in this today. However, I'm getting a new flushometer next week or the week after due to the fact that this control stop is broken. Now, this control stop works because I took the whole assembly off of it, so it's stuck on full pressure. And I'm getting a new flushometer next week, though. It's I think it's a Zern Aqua Flush. I'm getting it from Lowe's. This is a Sloan Regal flushometer, and I'm probably gonna keep this one, but I'm probably gonna keep it. But I'm probably gonna reuse this little flush pipe, whatever you call this thing. Anyways, enough talking. Here's a flush. As you can tell, this really flushes extremely well. Like, yeah, that was at about 60 psi, 60 pounds of pressure. So that's plenty of water. But let's see. I have a new pressure gauge I put on it because the old one broke. Actually, I'll show you. This is the diaphragm, the flushometer diaphragm that came out of it. It's another 3.5 gallon diaphragm, just like the one I put in. Not the same as the one I put in. The one I put in was for a Zern flushometer, but it was able to go into a Sloan flushometer as well. And just like this one, it has a flow ring on it. I might buy, and the flushometer I'm buying actually has a 1.6 gallon diaphragm that I can use to, and I can test it on both 3.5 and 1.6 gallons soon, which will be pretty awesome. I decided to see if it can flush this rag, though, which I know it can because I've seen it flush the rag before. That's about 60 psi. I think that's good. Let's flush it. Without any issues. Not to mention, I have also permanently fixed the crack in this toilet that it had. I took this epoxy putty. It's made by JB Weld. It's water weld. It's an epoxy putty that is called the water weld. It's made by JB Weld. It's epoxy putty, basically. It can be used for like, actually there was a little dirt right there. But it can be used on all kinds of stuff. But it can definitely be used, like, if any of y'all guys in the toilet community accidentally bump a toilet and it gets a crack like that in it, and you're thinking, I'll just dissect this toilet, just buy some water weld and fix it. And it's not going to look super great, but if it's, say, it's a really rare toilet and you don't really want to throw it out or dissect it, you can just get some water weld and put it on the toilet, and it'll seal it up like no problem. Best part is you can sand it down to make it smooth and then paint over it, and nobody will... If you have the right kind of paint, you can paint over it, and just nobody will even be able to tell it's even there. Like, but I don't know that I'll install this ever because that's kind of like a structural compromise. But still, I'm definitely keeping this toilet. This toilet is awesome. I like this toilet. Like, let's flush it again. It's not leaking. It's not leaking at all except from this spud and this flushometer. Yeah. I don't know why it's leaking because flushometers were designed to just sit in the toilet like that. Not really designed to be... I fixed it. It used to be leaking really bad. I just put some plumber's tape over it and it seems to have fixed it somewhat. And Actually, I think I know why it's leaking. Never mind. I think you have to actually put a seal in between this and the flushometer to actually get it to work. Hopefully my new flushometer is going to come with that seal, so maybe that's why it's leaking. That probably is. Yeah. I'm probably still going to keep this flushometer though, because it's pretty nice. I mean, I like it, so yeah. Pretty awesome toilet though. I don't really have any way, I don't have anything other than like a rag to flush down this thing right now, because I don't really want to flush toilet paper or paper towels, because that's just going to get torn up really bad. And now the toilet's not, but the paper towels are, and it's just an absolute pain to clean it up. So if the paper towels break apart with the toilet paper, it's an absolute pain to clean it up. And so it's just not worth it for me. But this toilet is great. This is the logo it's got. It's got the bold Kohler logo. I've noticed something about these older Kohlers with this logo is like ones with the 94 to 96, like mid-90s Kingston water guards where it says 3.5 GPF, 13.2 liters per flush, like all that. Like the logo, the Kohler logo has like all the letters aren't spaced out as much as they are on this one. And I've noticed that on all like older 1989 through like 93 Kohler Kingstons, is that the lettering is all spaced out a ton. As you can see here, like it's, well, not a ton, but like slightly more. Still a great toilet. I still really like this toilet. Yeah. Flush it again. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome toilet though. Also, I am gonna fix this too, so, you know. I might do a dry bowl flush in another video, but this is pretty awesome. Well, okay, that's annoying. I just used up all the water in the pressure tank. The flushometer is going to go through, I guess, like an initial flush, like it always does. Sometimes it gets stuck like that, though, which is really annoying. It's not right now, though. It's like stuck. Because, like, when you turn on a flushometer, it actually goes through, like, an initial flush, kind of like that. And so, yeah. I'm thinking, hold on. Oh, had to wait for the pressure to come back. Never mind, I forgot the pressure hadn't come all the way back up yet, so I hadn't refilled enough, so yeah. Well, yeah, it's nighttime when I'm recording this, by the way, so that's why it's kind of darker and a bunch of lights around. It's like 8 o'clock where I am right now. Yeah, let's wait for the pressure to come all the way back up. I can't really tell because it's wet. Looks like it's at about 45 or 50 psi. Needs to be at like no less than 50 before I can flush it, because otherwise I'll use up all the water in this pressure tank. Yeah, I didn't even realize this tank still worked when I got it out. Like, I wanted to see if it still works, because I bought another 20-gallon pressure tank from Waterworker, and I didn't even need it because this one still works. And I'm going to return that 20-gallon pressure tank and get the 100, not this one, the other one I bought, and get my $135 I paid for it back, because, yeah, this one still works. And so that's when I'm kind of mad I paid $135 and then found out that this one still worked. And I paid $135 for something that wasn't even really necessary to get this working. So, but I'm returning it and getting my money back. And once I do, I'm gonna buy a new flushometer, because it's not much of a cost difference. This flushes awesome. Flushes just like a Kohler Kingston water guard should. I'm gonna do like maybe 2 more flushes and then I'll end the video. But this is a pretty awesome toilet. Honestly, this toilet is a 10 out of 10. This is probably the best toilet. Actually, no, I give this an 11 out of 10 or 12 out of 10. This is my favorite, probably this is one of my favorite toilets in my collection, if not my favorite toilet in my collection. Either this or my 2008 Kohler Wellworth, because, and the reason I say my 2008 Kohler Wellworth is because my 2008 Kohler Wellworth was my first actual toilet I ever got. It was the one that started this whole collection. It's either, and then I say this one because it's my only wall mount toilet, and it's a rare, and it's probably, well, not the rarest find, but probably one of the more rare finds I have. Yeah. And I might, next time I go to my storage building, I might get the crane person, and I might do some flushes on that, on this setup, but I'm probably not going to do that for like a couple more weeks, because I have to repair the 1986 Kohler Wellworth toilet tank first, and then I have to take the 1986 Kohler Wellworth down to the storage building before I can bring that one up. So, yeah, for some reason, because I haven't gotten around to repairing the tank on that 1986 Kohler Wellworth. I'm probably going to do it within the next week or two, but yeah. Here's another flush. Yeah. This is a pretty awesome toilet though. For those of y'all who don't know, this is a 1992 Kohler Kingston water guard. It was actually made April 1st, 1992. I can all put the camera right here. Yeah. I'll do one more flush and then I'll end the video. But this is an awesome toilet, like I said. There are more videos coming up on this toilet very soon. I will make more videos of it. This is an awesome toilet. See the pressure come all the way back up. Looks like it's sitting at about 40 psi. Probably need to wait a minute, like for it to get up to 50. I'll do the last one at roughly 50 psi. Actually, I'll just do it now. Like the last one for this video, because I like this toilet a lot. It's pretty awesome. There are more videos of this toilet coming soon. That is it. Thank you for watching.